Hello, I'm Jared Willits, and welcome to My Thoughts for What They're Worth. I believe it's episode number 36, entitled Compromise. What's that? We'll talk about it in just a second, but first, if you like the podcast here on YouTube and Spotify, please just push the old like button. Makes me feel good. Warms my heart. Share, if you care, with other people. They might like it as well. And if you're really into it, you could subscribe, and then you get notified when things happen with My Thoughts for What They're Worth. Thank you very much for those who have done one, two, or all three of those things. I really do appreciate it. Let's see here. Compromise. In the real world, life is nothing but a series of compromises, right? Happens every day. Compromise, the ability, the willingness to listen to the other side and make some concessions to come up with some sort of solution to a problem or to accomplish something. It's compromise. We do it every day, small and big ways. Except in Congress. A congressional compromise really doesn't exist during the political season. They're not interested in getting anything accomplished for the American people. They're only interested in making points for their side to help their side win the White House. That's what it's all about. What it boils down to, I think, is what they say is they suck. And the other side says, well, no, you suck even more. It's what it boils down to. And I mentioned all this because the other week, the IVF bill failed in the Senate for the second time. And there was commentary by Chuck Schumer and Ted Cruz. And I heard them say these things, and I just shook my head. I said, come on, guys, do your job. Stop the posturing for your side and scoring political points. Just stop it. Do your work, do your job, get something done. And I'm gonna quote the comments from Ted Cruz and Chuck Schumer about the failure of the IVF bill. So in case you didn't hear it, this is from Ted Cruz. Today, unfortunately, my colleagues on the other side of the aisle are staging an empty show vote on what they call an IVF bill, in order to stoke baseless fears about IVF and their push toward broader political agendas. Let's be clear. There is not a single senator in this chamber on either side of the aisle who wants to ban IVF. All 100 senators are in favor. Okay. So Chuck Schumer says this. Well, Republicans cannot claim to care about supporting families while voting against protections for IVF for the second time. They did that. Instead of standing with families struggling with infertility, they stood with Project 2025, showing once again just how strong a chokehold this extreme agenda has on Senate Republicans. Senate Democrats will not stop fighting to protect reproductive rights and access to IVF. Essentially, you suck. No, you suck even more. They're just trying to get their point across. They're not trying to do anything because they get something done. Well, that's not going to help, really. Well, it'll help thousands, if not millions of Americans, perhaps, but it's not going to get anything done for their agenda, for their side. It is political season. They're doing everything they can to make you think they're the good guys. They're no good guys. They're no bad guys. We just disagree. Dave Mason, right? About 1978, something like that. We just disagree. That was close on the lyrics, not exact. Anyway, that is the point I'm trying to make, that they're not doing anything for us right now. They're doing it for themselves. Please like, share, and subscribe to My Thoughts for What They're Worth. I'm Jared Willits.